It was winter on the island of Sodor. The Christmas rush was over, but the snow was getting worse. Thomas and Eagle was busy clearing snow on the branch line, while Donald and Douglas cleared the main line. One morning, Emily and Rosie was resting in the sheds when Thomas, Eagle, Donald and Douglas came into the sheds. Snow is nothing but trouble.
It's not that bad.
I love the snow.
Sodor is beautiful when it snows.
Just then, Edward arrived with Sir Topham Hatt. They looked worried.
A snowstorm is on its way to Sodor.
It's the biggest snow ever to hit this island.
Thomas and Eagle, go to the branch line and tell everyone to get back to their sheds as soon as they finish their work. Donald and Douglas, I want you to do the same on the main line.
Yes, sir.
Right away, sir.
And they went on their way.
Is there anything we can do to help, sir?
Emily, Rosie, I want you two to help Henry take supplies to Great Waterton.
Right away, sir.
Henry will come to you two here.
Then he left with Edward. But what Emily and Rosie didn't know was Diesel, Den and Dart was watching them, and Diesel decided to play a trick.
Time for some fun.
How? Well, what I mean to say is...
What he means to say is, what do you have planned, Diesel?
Leave it to me.
He's gonna get in trouble again?
Yes, when Sir Topham Hatt or Boko finds out.
Wanna watch?
Yeah, alright.
So the three Diesels rolled up to the two engines.
Do you two have any more jobs to do?
We're waiting for Henry to take a supplies train.
Oh dear.
What do you mean, oh dear?
He's not well again. Isn't that right, Den?
Oh, yes, and taken to the steamworks. Wasn't he, Dart?
Oh, he was. Firebox trouble again.
Might have to go to crew again.
Poor Henry.
What should we do now?
Do the job without him, I guess. Come on, Rosie, let's get going.
Then Emily and Rosie went on their way, leaving the three Diesels laughing at each other.
Hey, where are Emily and Rosie going?
Sir Topham Hatt has decided to let those two pull your train, and you can have ours.
Well, that was nice, Sir Topham Hatt. I've got to thank him the next time I see him.
Then the three Diesels rolled away, smiling at each other.
What's with those three?
Soon Emily and Rosie arrived at Brendam Docks and met Salty.
Oi, landlubbers! What can I do for you today?
We are here to take Henry train to Great Waterton.
Salty was confused.
If you say so.
Soon Emily buffered up to the front of the train.
Ready?
So am I.
She was coupled up behind.
Good luck.
And away they went. After they had left, Edward went up to Salty. Why are Emily and Rosie taking the train without Henry?
Something about Henry being at the steamworks.
Henry's where? I better go and find out what's going on. The sky was starting to get dark and Emily and Rosie still had more than half a way to go. Soon they arrived at Gordon's Hill. The climb was hard for the two engines, but unknown to them, the troublesome trucks had made a plan. When they got to the top, they played their trick.
Ready, set, go!
And pushed Emily and Rosie down the hill.
Help!
Help!
Soon they slipped into an old disused yard, and Emily saw in front of them a set of old buffers.
Oh no!
Emily and Rosie applied their brakes, but it was too late. When Emily and Rosie finally stopped, they was surprised. It looked like springtime, and the fields were bright green with different coloured flowers. The sky was also as blue as Thomas's paint.
Wow! What is this place?
I think Thomas told me about this place. He says it's called the Magic Railroad.
Soon, Emily and Rosie put the supply train into a siding and went to explore the Magic Railroad. Meanwhile, at Labford Station, Edward and Sir Topham Hatt was talking to Donald and Douglas.
It's true, sir. We haven't seen them.
The all green or pink engines.
They must be lost.
Poor Emily! All the engines and Sir Topham Hatt looked up at the dark clouded sky. Just then, Henry arrived.
Sir, I just wanted to say thanks for letting me have that rest.
What rest?
Henry told Sir Topham Hatt and Edward what the three Diesels said. Those Diesels are up to their tricks again.
I'll deal with them later. We've got to find Rosie and Emily first.
I'll go and look for them.
We will help you.
Nobody knows these tracks in the snow better than us.
Soon, Edward, Donald and Douglas left to find their friends. On the Magic Railroad, Emily and Rosie arrived at what looked like an old railway station, and on the station was a sign saying Shining Time.
What is shining time?
No idea.
Greetings, friends, and welcome to Shining Time.
Emily and Rosie was surprised. In front of them stood a purple and gold tank engine.
Hello, I'm Lady. Who are you?
I'm Emily, and this is Rosie.
It is always a pleasure to meet new friends.
What is this place?
The Magic Railroad. It supplies magic to both Sodor and the real world. But nobody in the real world believes in magic anymore. So this railroad doesn't need any existence.
Emily and Rosie were sorry for Lady.
Never mind me. How did you get here?
By accident. We were taking some troublesome trucks to Great Waterton before the snowstorm and...
Just then, Emily and Rosie remembered all about their special train.
The special!
We better go.
Soon, Emily, Rosie and Lady found the trucks and Emily and Rosie coupled up, but Lady was worried.
That snowstorm might have started by now.
We can do it.
You'll need help.
Can you help us?
Like a friend of mine once said, little engines can do big things.
Then Lady buffled up in front of Emily and they set off to Great Waterton. The trip was long and hard, but they soon arrived at Great Waterton. They even had enough time to get to the steamworks before the storm started.
Hello, Victor.
Emily! Edward is looking for you. And who is this tank engine?
My name is Lady, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Victor.
Where's Henry?
What do you mean?
Rosie told Victor about Henry breaking down.
Oh, Edward told me about that. It was one of Diesel's tricks.
What?
You three better stay here tonight. The storm will be gone by morning.
Thanks, Victor.
I'd best get back to the Magic Railroad.
No. Stay here for the night.
All right.
For the rest of the night, the three engines talked until they went to sleep. The next morning, the Fat Controller and Edward arrived at the steamworks. They were pleased.
Well done.
You two made it without Henry.
Thank you, sir, but we can't take all the credit.
Yes, Lady helped us. If it wasn't for her, we would never have made it into Great Waterton.
In that case, all three of you shall be restored.
Victor and I will make you feel brand new again. Emily, Rosie and Lady were pleased.
But sir, what about our work?
I think we know just the Diesels, eh sir?
Too right, Edward.
3 days later, Emily and Rosie returned to Tidmouth Sheds where all the engines cheered for them. Well done. Not bad.
And now another surprise. I've decided that Thomas's branch line needs another engine to help out.
Another engine? The steam trio came just a while back.
Emily and Rosie smiled at each other. They knew who it was. Who is it? Then Lady came up to the sheds. and all the engines were shocked. Lady, the last engine!
I would like to be really useful again.
But what about Diesel 10?
As long as Diesel 10 is on my railway, he will do as I say.
And she is one of us.
Welcome to Sodor, lady.
Lady was so happy she couldn't think of anything to say. While nobody was looking, Thomas's cheeks went red. Yes, welcome to Sodor, lady.
He's the cheeky one. James! His fame but lots of fun. Percy! Pulls the mail on time. Gordon! Thunders down the line. Emily! Really knows her stuff. Henry! Toots and huffs and puffs. Edward! Wants to help and share. Toby! Well, let's say he's square. They're two, they're four, they're six, they're eight. Shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue. They're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play. Round Chidner sheds so far away. Down the hills and round the bends. Thomas and his friends.
You two have a lot of explaining to do to Diesel 10.
Us? It was your plan. Well, what I mean is...
What he means to say is, your plan, you tell Diesel 10.
Tell him what?
Something like, your trick on 2 engines has failed, and now the Steamies are laughing at us.
How did you know?
The fat man told me everything. You idiots! Now what are we Diesel supposed to do?
Listen to my offer.
Who are you?
Dr. Megatron, at your service. Or should that be you lot at my service? Ha 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 ha.